It started with a drink no sultan could control, but inside these coffee houses, empires would face their undoing. Why would a cup of coffee spark such unrest in the mighty Ottoman heart? Authorities called these coffee houses seeds of sedition, yet every crackdown just made the crowds thicker. What could make a simple drink so dangerous that even police couldn't and wouldn't stamp it out entirely? When coffee arrived in Istanbul around 1555, nobody guessed the consequences. Within a decade, this dark brew pulsed through every quarter, its aroma drawing in merchants and mystics. How could one flavor rewrite a city's life? Within 20 years, hundreds of coffee houses sprang up, tempting scholars and rebels alike. The city pulsed with new life. But this wasn't just caffeine. These gathering places became magnets for restless ideas and dangerous company. Suddenly, the mood snapped. Viziers and soldiers stormed coffee houses, tossing torches onto rugs, scattering stunned drinkers. Why did rulers see such threat in roasted beans? And why did their violence only fuel the fire instead of quenching it? Each time the authorities tried to extinguish them, the coffee houses only grew bolder. Their forbidden scent marked defiance. Now every cup passed in secret transformed into a silent challenge against the Sultan's word. But that's only half the story. Inside, behind clouds of smoke, the rules of Ottoman life upended. Poetry was born, debates flared, revolutionary ideas exchanged. These coffee houses seeded a revolution of the mind, though most rulers barely realized what was brewing beneath their own city walls. But what if the greatest threat wasn't politics? Religious leaders called coffee sinful, fueling riots and shouting matches in mosques. An ordinary drink suddenly damned as wicked. Was the empire unraveling from within or from its sacred heart? As old social ties unraveled in Istanbul's booming city, coffee houses stitched new bonds. Here, strangers became friends, rivals traded jokes, and outcasts found welcome. What secret made these smoky rooms feel so irreplaceable to so many? Every crackdown pushed the coffee houses deeper underground. Secret signs, coded knocks, new rituals spun up. Instead of weakening, these urban sanctuaries evolved, spreading in the shadows, resisting every attempt to stamp them out. The game was far from over. Even sultans couldn't resist. History records rulers disguising themselves to slip into crowded coffee houses, risking everything to hear what was whispered in the smoky dark. So what made these forbidden rooms so irresistible, even to emperors themselves? By 1700, every attempt at suppression had failed. Instead, coffee houses shaped the daily pulse of Ottoman cities, hubs where politics, art, and unrest brewed together. The empire could not kill what had become its very heartbeat. But the story didn't stop at the Bosporus. As European merchants tasted Ottoman coffee houses, the idea swept to London, Paris, and beyond, reshaping the way strangers met and societies thought. This was never just an Ottoman revolution. By uniting strangers in one smoky room, coffee houses did more than just serve drinks. They forged new ways to argue, to organize, to dream. These humble tables brewed the world's first taste of modern politics. Where you gather, history gathers too. Few realize sipping coffee once fueled both empires and revolutions. You now know something most history books leave out. Hit subscribe. The next chapter is already waiting.